Thanks for tuning in to Skylands Weekly. I'm your host, Melissa Estock on Channel 10. This week we visit the Chocolate Goat in Lafayette, Project Self-Sufficiency in Newton, Sussex County Charter School for Technology, and Sergeant John Paul Beebe in Sparta. But first, the Gang Task Force is a proactive group of people from local businesses that come together to make sure our county stays safe and aware of gang activity. Take a look.
The Gang Task Force meets the first Monday of every month. We started this many years ago, and my position at that time was the chairman of the Education Committee for the Chamber of Commerce. It was important that we could get the communities to understand the relationship between gangs, businesses, the Chamber, and how they all could work together to prevent gangs in our county.
The prosecutor's office came together with United Way, Center for Prevention and Counseling, different schools, and different people in the community, including business people, to really sit down and talk about what we were seeing here, trends that we were seeing in our county. And there was some early gang activity back in 2003. And the Gang Task Force has been meeting on a regular basis to address that, do presentations in the community, including for business people. So if they have graffiti, what do they do about that graffiti? What does it mean? Is it just somebody painting on the side of the building, or is it gang related? Also, in the schools, if somebody's doing graffiti there, or kids are wearing certain colors or clothing, is it just kids wearing things, or is it gang related? So the Gang Task Force was formed back then and has stayed very active for this 9 years as a real formal group that meets and shares information and looks to see what we can do to educate the community.
A street gang is a group or association of 3 or more individuals who have a common identifying sign, symbol, or name, and who have engaged either collectively or individually in a pattern of criminal activity.
We began to see some criminal activity here in our little rural community of Sussex, and we did want to take a proactive stance. There's an old adage that says an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, so that we wanted to look at it from what we could anticipate.
One of the primary findings of the survey was that the overall number of gangs in the state of New Jersey has not significantly increased. It's been pretty stable, although it's still a significant number. They have approximately 244 gangs that they have recognized throughout the state, and over 1,500 subsets of gangs. The most common of those have been the Latin Kings, the Sex Money Murder set of the Bloods, the Nine Trace set of the Bloods, and the Pagans Motorcycle Gang. Another interesting statistic from law enforcement point of view, which we find interesting and also makes our job more difficult, is that 75% of the gangs in the 2004 survey did not show up in the 2010 survey. Conversely, 25% of the gangs in the 2010 survey have never been recognized before in any of the previous surveys. When you couple that with the statistic that 58% of the gangs have 6 or fewer members, it makes for a very clear picture of an evolving and very transient picture of gangs in the state of New Jersey. We've had the lowest violent crime rate in the state for the past 8 years. We're either first or second with Hunterdon County. Usually it's a dead heat. So we live in a very safe community. We work in a very safe community. But what we find that when we look at Sussex County, we're not immune. There's a gang presence in every county. 8 municipalities reported a gang presence in Sussex County in the 2010 gang survey. We had approximately 50 gang members recognized throughout the county. One thing we should keep in mind is that the New Jersey State Police Gang Survey talks about a presence. That does not mean that they're residing in your communities, but you can also refer to what we call a transient presence. So for instance, if you have 15 motorcycle gang members who get involved with an incident or come to the attention of law enforcement when they're passing through the area, that will be a gang presence in your community, although they don't reside in your community.
To take a proactive stance, to begin to look at the signs and the symptoms of any form of gang activity, to certainly educate our community, our merchants, our school teachers, of course parents, on what to look for so that our children certainly could not be influenced by that particular social ill.
It's very important for parents to be able to prevent their children from getting involved with any type of gang involvement by spending quality time with your child. It's really important that you get to know your children's friends and especially their parents and their families. Becoming involved in their school activities, making sure that they're participating in positive after-school activities, whether it be part of the school or involved in a dance or karate or some type of activities, piano, things like that. Get involved with your neighborhood and do neighborhood watches so that you're responsible for each other's children within your neighborhood. And be a positive role model and set a good example. Your children are always watching what you're doing, so it's really important that you as a parent reflect upon what you do each day and that you're setting a good positive role example.
Coming up, candy and gift ideas for the upcoming holidays, and later some easy step precautions you and your kids can take while trick-or-treating. We'll be right back.
Skylands Weekly is being sponsored in part by Newton Medical Center, proud member of the Atlantic Health System. Learn more about the many ways they can care for you and your family by visiting them online at atlantichealth.org.
The locks.
Try the bell.
Propane. Exceptional energy.
Eastern Propane, 973-827-3000.
At Faith A. Ullman & Associates, they've established a firm focused solely on the needs of clients facing divorce and other family law disputes. At Faith A. Ullman & Associates, they are renowned throughout the legal community for their honest and straightforward outlook, effective strategy in court, and solid record of results.
I want people to know that not only do I practice here, but I live here, so it's very important for me to make sure that people feel confident in me, not just as an attorney, but also confident as a community member as well.
Faith A. Ullman & Associates, helping families through life's transitions. Contact them at 579-9700 or go to faudivorcelaw.com.
Before you head out here,
or fishing here,
then you gotta shop us here.
And don't forget to check out our specials here at SimonPetersport.com.
No matter what your interest, Simon Peters Sport Company can assist you. From product selection and purchase to valuable insight about your outdoor interests, hunting, fishing, archery, and more. We love what you love. Conveniently located on Route 206 in Newton. Make Simon Peters Sport Company your outdoor sports store. And remember, online or on the road, shop here before you head out there.
It's time for the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance, your last chance for incredible deals on the best machines of 2011. Get up to $1,000 in rebates and financing as low as 2.99% on legendary Sportsman, powerful Rangers, and razor-sharp razors. Up to $1,000 in rebates and financing as low as 2.99%. Only during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Available locally at Ledgewood Power Sports, 584-6488.
The holidays are drawing near, and there are many reasons why some don't decorate their homes. Busy schedule, lack of technical knowledge, or the danger of crawling on your roof or ladder. Plus, you don't always get the results you want. Our trained, insured installation crew use quality products and innovative installation methods to not only make your home look great for the holidays, but all season long. Call today for a free consultation and ask about our early installation incentives and our Progressive Display Builder program. 866-578-0353. Christmas Decor by Aspen. We take the hassle out of holiday decorating.
It began with a promise to care for our communities with the most advanced medicine possible. This promise has never mattered more. That's why from Denville to Dover, from Booton to Sussex, you'll see us bringing it to life every day. Because the true test of a promise is how well you keep it. St. Clair's, turning promise into practice.
Welcome back. Thanks for watching. The holidays are right around the corner, and you may want to shop local for a special gift. Plus, Halloween is here, and extra special treats for you or a loved one can also be found in Sussex County. Take a look at the Chocolate Goat in Lafayette. We are back at the Chocolate Goat in Lafayette. Tell us, Halloween's coming up, and sometimes we want to give a little something more special to our family members or whoever. So tell us what you have here for us.
Well, for the grandparents and the parents who want to come in and, you know, spoil their little trick-or-treater, we have all kinds of specialties. The chocolate-covered pretzels are really well received. We've got rock candy, we've got butter crunch, and then all the gourmet jelly beans and gummies that your trick-or-treater could ever want.
And of course, we can't forget the dads. Well, I say that it's kind of like a man kind of a chocolate behind us. So tell us about that.
The bacon chocolate bars, they're really a big hit. They come in milk and dark, and they are loaded with bacon. So you get that chocolate and salty thing going on, and yeah, the men love it. And it's something you have to try. It's really good.
And if you're a parent and you don't want to, or your kids don't let you go through their trick-or-treat bag, you can always come and get the bonbons here as well.
That's right. If you want to really enjoy some super chocolate after Halloween, the parents could come on in and visit our Newhouse counter, which is imported from Belgium, and they are just absolutely fantastic. I've never had better chocolate. It's something that if you want to treat yourself, just have a piece or two and you're totally satisfied.
And I know we're talking about Halloween and candy for Halloween, but you have chocolate all year round.
Oh, we do. We have every kind of chocolate you could think of when you come in here. You can really find it all, and if you can't, just ask us, because we'll bring it in. But yeah, there's everything from, there's milk, there's dark, white, in almost every kind of variety you could think of.
And not only chocolate, you have Vera Bradley and many other things that you can get for your loved ones.
That's right. We're the only Platinum Vera Bradley store in the Northeast, so we carry the entire collection. And we carry Life is Good, Buyer's Choice Carolers, jewelry, soaps and lotions, candles, and much more.
So if you're looking to start early for Christmas, this is a great place to shop.
This is the place to come, because you can find a great gift for just about anybody, and we gift wrap for free. So come on in, we'll take care of you and help you find something that your loved one or friend will really cherish forever.
Up next, Project Self-Sufficiency holds its third career fair at their Newton campus. Stay tuned.
Skylands Weekly is being sponsored in part by Newton Medical Center, proud member of the Atlantic Health System. Learn more about the many ways they can care for you and your family by visiting them online at atlantichealth.org.
Join the Sussex County Y. You won't just be a member of a facility, you'll be part of a cause. With a shared commitment to nurturing the potential of kids, improving health and well-being, and giving back and supporting our neighbors, your membership gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive. Let our welcoming staff find the program that's right for you and your family. We offer swim lessons, adult fitness classes, youth sports and enrichment classes, before and after care at area schools, summer camps, parties, and much more. For more information, call 973-209-9622 or visit sussexcountymca.org.
In an accident, in a medical crisis, or other life-threatening emergency, when every second counts, who can you count on? In Morris, Sussex, and Warren County, the answer is St. Clair's. When people need us the most, we're there. Over 100,000 times a year. Just like we're there for you. St. Clair's Health System. Turning promise into practice every day.
Casa Mia has the best Italian food with the biggest portions in Sussex County. Now you can have that same great food at Pete's on 15 in Jefferson, both under one ownership. Pete's on 15 has an entrance for both 15 North and South. Both Casa Mia, White Deer Plaza, and Sparta on Pizza 15 offer delivery and pickup 7 days a week. Both have great eat-in service. For Casa Mia, call 729-6606. For Pizza 15, call 856-6500. As a regular at Casa Mia, you have my guarantee.
There's a hometown feeling when you walk through our door, like an old familiar friend. Lakeland Bank will do more.
Lakeland Bank is simplifying banking for small business owners. Our small business lending team will personally assist you and streamline your borrowing needs with our new fast track application process for loans up to $250,000.
Simplifying banking for you.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Don from the Chatterbox on Augusta. Want to come to a place like American Graffiti or Happy Days? We are truly a unique dining experience, and we are located on Route 15, just 20 minutes north of the Rockaway Mall, and we are worth the drive. 98% of our menu is under $10. The music is tops. The servers are a genuinely friendly bunch of young adults. The place is spotless, and I couldn't buy better ingredients if I tried. Remember, we're open 7 days a week, all year long. Check us out at chatterboxdrivein.com, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.
After 10 years of mismanagement and poor leadership, it's no wonder New Jersey has problems. But here in Sussex County, we have a team of legislators fighting for us, taking on the courts to bring back more funding to our schools, fighting waste and overregulation to create jobs, cutting government spending and debt for property tax relief. It's a tough job in tough circumstances, one that Senator Steve Oraho, Assemblywoman Allison Littell McHose, and Assemblyman Gary Chisano do every day. That's why we call them our legislative team.
At CST, we make time stand still with ageless Versalock walls and matching one-piece monocast pavers. Versalock's solid one-piece engineering combines maximum versatility and exceptional strength. With matching CST monocast one-piece pavers, the color and strength goes all the way through. Beautiful now, just as beautiful years from now. For ideas or a free house call, visit cstpavers.com.
Thanks for watching Channel 10. Project Self-Sufficiency held its third successful free career fair on their Newton campus, bringing over 150 people out to see what jobs are available in the county. Take a look.
You are in our Community Education Center here on the campus. We are here today for our Career Fair event, which is open to the public as well as Project Self-Sufficiency participants. We have a variety of vendors from the community. We have about 25 vendors here today, as well as about 20 to 30 vendors that could not be here that provided materials and applications for some of the openings that they have at their businesses.
We provide information on positions that we're looking for and all information about Lowe's and the benefits.
I'm actually the staff recruiter. My name is Judy McDonough, and I'm the staff recruiter for SCARC. And today at our booth, we have a lot of photos of our individuals with developmental disabilities with our staff, enjoying a lot of good times. The items I brought with me today are applications to be filled out. I also brought an information sheet with the positions that are available, a little bit about the SCARC mission and the type of people we're looking for, and I also brought my business cards.
So this is the third time that we're offering it, and it's been quite successful.
This is the second time I've been at PSS. It's a wonderful career fair, very well organized, and I really do feel that we have hired people from this job fair, so it's been successful for us, and we really look forward to helping people that really need a job and want a job find a job that's right for them.
We like to get different applicants in the area and make sure people understand on how to go about applying for Lowe's and what a good company it is to work for.
As far as our local community, we have group homes throughout Sussex County, and those are the positions really that we're looking to fill right now, residential assistants. So it's really wonderful to hire people that are in the community and know the community well. Part of the job responsibilities are actually to help get our individuals with developmental disabilities involved in the community where they live. So we do look for local people that know the community well and enjoy being part of the community.
It speaks to the need for people to find employment and information and resources. And so we also have a table here today regarding our organization, so that if people want to participate in the many programs and services that we have, they can do that as well. It certainly speaks to the economy because people are absolutely looking for work, and so we are glad and pleased to be able to offer it here.
Well, viewers, now that school is back in session, it's time to stuff the bus. The Sussex County Charter School for Technology was the first school to kick off the Champions for Charity events for this year's Collecting Food for our local food pantries.
We're at Sussex County Charter School for Technology, and we're doing Stuff the Bus.
We're stuffing the bus with food for the local families in Sussex County.
We are excited. We're hoping that we set the bar high so that we get a lot of donations from everywhere around the county.
All the students, they bring it in so that we can dress down and we don't have to wear our regular school uniform, and teachers too.
Dress down day for 3 days. We started on Friday and yesterday and today. So that's always motivation because they have charter shirts that they don't mind wearing, but they like to dress down. and motivation is always good for middle school kids as well as adults.
It's my first time for our school starting it, and it just feels really fun to do it, and it's really nice. Feels good inside.
It's my second time. Last year I did it at Votech, and yeah, but this year is the first year that we're doing it, that we're starting it.
I have participated before when we were in another building before we moved to this building, and we participated with the other schools and stuff the bus.
And they love to help out as much as they can, and they love the competition to show older kids and adults that they can do it too and that they care as much about the community as everyone else does.
It feels really good to start something off and be the first people, and it's kind of like a trend, and other schools are going to do it too.
There are so many people in need around the world, and especially in our community, and I think it's really important for our children to understand that. We are actually going to plan a trip or two over to the food pantry to help sort and organize the food so they can really see exactly what they're doing and how it impacts people, which I think is important not only for them but for adults as well. I mean, we have to be so grateful that we all have this brand new beautiful school, and we all have places to sleep at night and food to eat, and they are starting to understand that, which is the most important thing.
Great job to the Sussex County Charter School for Technology. Up next, Sergeant Beebe with some trick-or-treating tips for this Halloween. Stay tuned.
Many politicians will tell you what they are going to promise. I ask you first to consider what's already been accomplished. We have reduced the workforce by almost 100 while maintaining services essential to the public. In these most challenging economic times, we've taken a hard look at what business the county should be in on an ongoing basis. Shared services within Sussex County are approaching the $3 million level with municipal interest that is about to grow exponentially. We have challenged our senior leadership to streamline the business process to adapt to doing more with less. We have many challenges ahead, but I promise you that while I'm in office, this candidate will not be driven by political ambition, but rather by what really matters at the end of the day, the aggregate benefit of the Sussex County taxpayer.
On Tuesday, November 8th, vote for Phil Crabb for Sussex County Freeholder.
You'll find a festive Mexican atmosphere and the best tasting Mexican food right here in Sussex County at Riviera Maya in Branchville. From the second you enter, you'll see why people have been flocking to us to treat their taste buds to authentic Mexican dishes. Every Thursday night, come and enjoy the live mariachi band. The times are fun and the food is great, but there's really only one way to experience Riviera Maya. Come in and taste Sussex County's #1 Mexican restaurant, Riviera Maya.
Here at Sussex County Community College, I really got the chance to be hands-on with my classes.
It was a big transition coming from the military to school, and being on a smaller campus, the professors give you a lot more attention that you need.
It was a good choice for me financially. I didn't want to move far away from home.
There's so many people that are so involved on campus, and the professors are just great.
When I transferred to Rempo College, it was so seamless. All of my credits transferred. At Sussex County Community College, you can start here and go anywhere.
The Moorville Agency, providing insurance for towns, counties, schools, and public entities. The Moorville Agency, with over 30 years' experience in the field. The Moorville Agency. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Enough talk about shared sacrifice. Ed Selby, Leslie Hune, and Jim Nye think it's time for us to share prosperity. We need state government that works for all of us. Selby, Hune, and Nye will work for a strong economy, for jobs, education, health care, security, and the environment. In the 24th District, elect Ed Selby for Senate, Leslie Hune, and Jim Nye for Assembly. Putting people first.
Skylands Weekly is being sponsored in part by Newton Medical Center, proud member of the Atlantic Health System. Learn more about the many ways they can care for you and your family by visiting them online at atlantichealth.org.
Welcome back. Halloween is a fun holiday for kids, but you have to keep in mind a few easy steps to make sure your child is safe during their trick-or-treating route.
Number 8, as far as Halloween safety tips, is probably the most important tip, even though it's number 8. And that's picking out an appropriate costume. starting from top to bottom. Pick out an appropriate mask. If your child is going to be wearing a mask, make sure the hole for the mouth is big enough so they can breathe properly. Make sure the hole for the eyes is big enough so they have good peripheral vision so they're not tripping in the dark. Make sure their ears aren't covered so they can hear what's coming, hear if you're calling out to them or if they hear a car coming. Also with your costume, make sure you have at least reflective tape on the costume and on the trick-or-treat bag. And always make sure at least one person in your party has a flashlight. It's also a good idea to have your child carrying a glow stick or those type of sticks that you can put around your neck, around your wrist. Those are all good tips. Tip number 7, my wife's favorite tip, and that is make sure you feed your child before they go out. Make sure they have a filling meal. Otherwise, they're going to eat candy from the first door to the last door, and you'll never get your child to sleep at night. So always feed your child before you send them out trick-or-treating. Kids will be kids. That's our number 6 tip, meaning they got to know what the difference is between a prank and what criminal mischief is. Scaring people and carrying on, and having a good time is one thing. Throwing anything at people's homes or soaping up their windows, you might think that's funny, but it's destructive. Keep in mind that these are your neighbors. So talk to your children. Make sure they know the difference between a prank and criminal mischief. Our number 5 tip is really, it begs for the most common sense. Don't let your small child out there alone or going with other children. They have to be accompanied by at least one adult. They are small children. They're easily frightened. You're in the dark, they're in unknown areas, walking through yards, walking on dark streets. It's just common sense, and you want to keep your child safe. So make sure they're accompanied and make sure they're off to the side of the road. Our number 4 tip is you're going to everybody's home. Never enter a home of somebody you don't know or somebody that your parents don't know or somebody that your parents don't trust or you don't trust. If you're going to go into a home of, say, somebody you don't know, make sure your parents with you and make sure it's with their permission and under their security. Our number 3 tip is if you're sending your child out, with a group and with other adults and you are not going, explain safety tips to them. Don't be afraid to talk about scenarios. Say, if this happens, this is what I want you to do. Make sure they have someone to communicate with you, whether it's a cell phone or another parent's cell phone. Make sure you check in with them. Ask them to call you every 20 minutes, every half hour, whether they're either stopping at home or calling you. And if they don't call you, make sure you call them. Make sure you know what their route is. So if you need to go out, let's just say the weather gets bad or something, or you're concerned that they're out too late, you can go find them immediately. Unfortunately, we live in a time where products do get tampered with. Halloween is a prime time for something like that to happen. So probably our most important safety tip here is before your child starts eating anything that they brought home, that you inspect every individual item. Make sure it's properly wrapped. If it's some homes like to give out baked goods or something like that, make sure you know who that person is. It's somebody you trust. If it's somebody you don't know, it's probably wise just to discard it. You come across anything that you think is a little suspicious or you're not comfortable with, call the police. Some towns have curfews, some towns don't. In Sparta, we have a curfew for anybody under 18, not accompanied by an adult, not accompanied by a parent or a guardian, has to be home off the streets at 9 p.m. That curfew runs from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. both on Sunday, the night before Halloween, and Monday night, the actual date of Halloween. So that doesn't mean you can go out with a friend who may be 18 or 19. It's a parent or a guardian. Halloween's a great holiday for the kids. The Sparta Police Department is going to be out there in force, strictly enforcing all the speed limits on our roads. There's going to be 0 tolerance for speeders because there's going to be so many kids out there, and we're going to be highly visible that night. So if you have any problems and you call the police department, the response time should be almost immediately because we're going to be in all the neighborhoods.
That's all for this edition. Don't forget to like the Skylands Weekly page on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Happy Halloween, viewers. Stay safe and happy. I'm your host, Melissa Estock. Don't go anywhere. Up next is Sports Beat.